All right, here's our sprint back to the truck. The plan is to go all the way back to the truck without stopping. Get up that. Couple deer on the trail. Oh, yes. Come on, Brothersen. All right, let's get up. I've got a lot of camera stuff on my back. Pack full of cameras, lenses, tripods, water, tools. The whole 9 yards. If you're wondering why I was maybe sitting a little bit more than usual right there. Also just conserving energy a little bit. You can get fantastic traction sitting your butt down on the seat sometimes on steep climbs like that. Sometimes you need it because by the time I stand up and I pull my weight far enough forward so that I'm not falling off the freaking bike, you know, because it takes a lot of strength to hang on to the bike on a hill like that if you're crouched way back in the attack position, and I don't want to wheelie over, so you lean forward when you're standing up to conserve a lot of energy, get your head way out over that front fender, and then you don't have any traction sometimes. Grab another gear here. Whoa, I knocked my foot right off the peg, my right foot. Had shifted my weight a little bit in my foot, and I didn't have as much weight on the peg. It shifted right off the thing. I wonder if AJ Catanzaro would say my riding position looks like a Sunday stroll like this out on this stuff. Because I'm all over this bike, dancing all over it, letting it flow. Feel the burn in my back, feel the burn in my arms, my shoulders. Feel the pain and smile. This is what I work out for, is to be able to push through on these sprints, because we are probably 8,000 feet here, maybe 8,500, and climbing all the time. Boot in there and grab second. Listen to that bike. Lug 250. It's a lugging machine, man. Love it. We actually have really good dirt right here too. Love that power, because that's a spot that man, my ears are popping. That spot back there was a spot that probably should have shifted down to first, but just kept it in second, feathered the clutch a bit, and probably saved a little bit of time by doing so. Keep it in second. Remind myself to breathe. My nose is so stuffed up, congested from stupid allergies. Nothing's coming through the nose. So I gotta be a freaking mouth breather. Grab third here. Oh, get second back. Now we'll grab third. Let my shoulders relax a little bit. Squat down a little. Take the pressure off my shoulders. Use a different muscle group. Now more in the attack position as we're more level. Squatted more with my butt further back, more stretched out, and that feels good right now. To give my shoulders some reprieve. The trail gets fast and flowy right through here for a bit. There is a section of technical-ish coming up in a few minutes, I believe, but it's mostly downhill on this direction, so it'll be relatively easy. And like this is just a rocky section. Just keep the bike in second gear. Keep rolling and get down in that attack position. I'm trying to trying to think about squeezing with my legs more, get my toes pointed in so I can not have to hold on so bloody hard with my hands. Let's get this thing moving faster. thing roll. You know, because one advantage of letting the bike roll a little faster is you've got that physics going for you. Yes, that like the tire tried to roll just a little bit right there, but because of all that centripetal energy, the tire going around, the bike going forward, that deflection, you've got a gyroscopic effect there where it's keeping the bike from deflecting as much. Obviously, you know, there's a point of diminishing returns, and then also at speed, if you do get really knocked and kicked, you can get flipped off the trail, and that can suck. It's not the speed, it's the sudden stop, right? Like there, I'm like, I gotta get in control because I just didn't like the lines that I saw, didn't like how the bike was reacting, and I got on both binders, front and rear. We're gonna go this way, because this is the way of more single track. The other way's boring road. I've never actually down the other way because it is boring road. Oh yes, that's a pretty tight one. Grab second gear again, let the bike roll, let it stretch its legs, just trust the chassis, trust the suspension, trust my balance, trust my vision, trust my line choice. And you can get more creative I've noticed as my skills have developed, the line choice, you find what you can and you know what you have to worry about, what you don't have to worry about. There are so many things, so many stinking rocks and lines that you can just plow through and that open up to you as your speeds increase, confidence increases. And hey, I'm not like a pro rider or anything. I just learned a few things, gotten better as time's gone on. Just an enthusiast, regular dude just like you, not winning any races. Right, start a little bit of a climb here, I believe. Not a ton, but just a little. How to stab a foot down there. Lost my front wheel a little bit. I don't know if this battery's gonna make it. I did some filming on the way over here, so I don't know if this battery's gonna make it all the way to the truck, but I'm not gonna stop for it. If it goes dead, I won't even know. Because I won't be able to hear the little beep, beep, beep it makes as the camera shuts down. Because I am on a mission. I'm on a sprint back to the truck. It wasn't a long ride today. It was mostly come out, just knock a little bit of the dust off this week and then do some filming. I did the filming. And then now we're knocking the dust off. I haven't ridden as much as I wanted to this year. Probably a lot of us could say that. I think. Oh shoot. I chickened out. Didn't want to end down there. that wasn't very efficient. Done a lot. Done several really good switchbacks today. That was not one of them. That was the only one I've had to jump off the bike for. I've said it often before on this channel, if you guys have been here much, but it's amazing how many decisions you have to make per second to make this work. It's pretty unbelievable. If you're wondering why I seem to know exactly where I'm going, it's not because I have the trail memorized, it's because I just came out here. This is an out and back trail. And not that I have every corner memorized, because I certainly don't, but I've been riding here for a long time. And I don't come to the same place really ever twice in a row. But I've been to this trail system many times, so I've been on this trail many times. I know the general flow of it. You always got to be on your toes because you never know about logs or rocks or other little obstacles that could be brand new today in any given trail, so you're seeing everything for the first time. It's one of the big differences between, you know, off-road single track and like motocross. Recently I've done 2 different days at a track, or 2 different, you know, track days, and I plan on doing more, and it's because I want to become more well-rounded. And one of the things you don't get is on trail riding is you don't get to see the same corner over and over and over, and also you don't really get corners in single track. We flow around turns, we change direction a lot, like this and that and this and that, but we're not like cornering, you know. And so, as I've said, like, dang, cornering is a big blind spot. Cornering, jumping, you know, just motocross tracks in general, track riding in general, is a huge blind spot in my riding, and I'm trying to alleviate that blind spot somewhat. So you can see that I've been able to get my heart rate back down. I wonder what my heart rate actually is right now. I'm 125. I'm at zone 3.1 heart rate. I was in zone 2 there for a second. I could keep up zone 2 all flippin' day. You know, the problem that you have is, man, they just got married. Van life. The problem that you have with, man, what was I even talking about? Oh yeah, heart rate and like energy levels. The problem that you have, that I end up having, is when I get into that zone 5. You know, high zone 4 heart rate, zone 5 heart rate, and dang, like that's anaerobic or whatever they call it, and I just, it's not gonna happen. I can't sustain that forever, you know. Drop back down. What gear am I in? Okay, there's second, third. But yeah, this exertion level, I can keep this up all day, and sometimes we do for hours and hours at a time on some of these longer trail rides that we do. Grab second again. not that far from the truck. I bet you this battery died. But I'm in the middle of this light workout, so I'm not going to stop. It's a workout for the mind as much as it is a workout for the body. Grab second gear again without clutching. Grab third again. Probably need to do another video on this, but you do not need to clutch when downshifting. It's not necessary on these bikes. See, I just hit second, did not clutch. I clutch to modulate my power, and I'll clutch to shift up sometimes. I shifted up there into third without clutching. I just let off the gas. You let the pressure off. That's what you're really doing with the clutch, is letting the pressure off. See, I shifted down with no clutch. A lot of times I'll shift down, no clutch. A lot of times I will upshift with the clutch because it just makes it easier. Make sure that I can get into the gear. It's much easier to downshift just by, clicking that thing down. When you're upshifting, you got to get your foot under there, blah, blah, blah. So sometimes a lot of times I'll clutch when I'm upshifting just to make it easier to do the shift. But if you do let off the gas like there, I let off the gas, I did not clutch to shift for third. Now, and I'm really close to the truck. Now I clutched there so that I could make the turn, so that the bike wouldn't stall. There was an upshift. Oh look, thank you so much for cutting out those logs. This is the only water I've seen all day. That little splash right there. Oh, slow down here. Hello. Sorry to scare you off the trail.
I didn't know how close you were.
Oh yeah, we're generally in more control than people think, but yeah. So I'm sorry I scared you off the trail.
How many are you?
It's just me. Okay. It's just me.
Thank you. No problem.
Yep. Thank you. Oh yes, that was a good one. Let's see. Go straight down right here. There we go. See the, oh. Hello. Sorry to kick you off the trail here. It's just me. Okay, it's just me. Have a good day.
Thanks,
Grab another gear here. See, this isn't even that wasn't even a workout. I mean, I got my blood pumping at the beginning of it, of this little sprint back to the truck, but that's it. The rest of this has been easy street. So I'll try to kind of do a sprint back to the truck a lot of times without stopping, with a longer distance. This time it wasn't far enough away to really stretch the levels of endurance by any stretch of the imagination. Because that's usually what I'm trying to do at the end of a ride, is, make a last final push or whatever in some you know, idea of stretching out future endurance levels. Oh shoot, that was a weird edge that I hit. I think I'm about done with this front tire too. That's just an excuse. That's me blaming the front tire for something when I'm really the only one that there is to blame. But it's fun to do. It's fun to pretend like I have more control over the bike than I probably do and blame it on the tire. You know, let's blame it on the tire. Let's blame it on the suspension. Let's blame it on the chassis. Blame it on the bike designers. Heaven forbid we should we should take any blame ourselves. See, there's the parking lot where the truck is. And just a minute ago, we were right down there, kind of in the bottom. I can't see it right here. But a minute ago, we were in the bottom of that canyon over there. Went way up and over, up and around, and then back to here. So it's kind of a short loop. Take you all day to hike that. Up and around like that. Does not take very long on one of these dirt scoots. Okay, well, I'm back at the parking lot. Good times.